No.
Hey guys, good evening to everyone and thanks for joining. So yesterday we completed all the endpoint protection and endpoint security related theoretical part.
Screen is not
Sorry,
screen is not visible, sir.
one second. I will reshare once again. Are you able to see?
No, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, guys, thank you so much once again. Thanks for joining. So in the yesterday class, we discussed about all the endpoint protection, endpoint security related solutions. So starting with antivirus and the ADR, and also we discussed about DLP. We have seen HADS, HAPS, file integrity monitoring,
Monitoring encryption.
and finally encryption. Okay. In the today class, dedicatedly, I will show first of all what is Sophos. Okay, as per Gartner report, what is the existing position, and also we can see about what are the different types of products are available under the Sophos. What is Sophos Central, and finally I can show the demo. Okay, so that is the agenda for today, and also I can show what is the support portal and also community portal of Sophos. When we have to use the community portal and when we have to use the support portal. So that is the overall agenda. So we'll go one by one. So first I'm going to the Sophos website. So this is the Sophos website. Okay, so before going to that one, once again, I will show the Gartner report. Okay, this one already I have shown last time. So Gartner report of 2000. Yeah, this is 2021. So there are four types of quadrants we have as per the Gartner. One is the leader position, challenger position, niche players, and visionary. So as per the Gartner 2021, so you can see Microsoft is number one, CrowdStrike, Trend Micro, Sentinel One, McAfee, and Sophos. All these are the leader quadrant, and most of the organizations they will use these products only. 80% of the cases, organizations or customers or clients, they will use whatever it is there in the leader based on the technical compliances, based on the commercial compliances as well. So how much that particular product it will cost. So as I said, back end process, how we'll get the projects. So 60% of the cases we will consider technical compliances. Remaining 40% weightage is belongs to the commercial compliances. So according to that one, finally, so respect to companies or customers or clients, they will choose the which product is suitable for their business requirement as well, according to their dashboards and reports generation. So this is the overall Gartner quadrant. Even Sophos also one of the leading product. Most of the customers they are using the Sophos product. Okay. So coming back here, under the Sophos portal, you can see here whenever one tool we are discussing, please go through the entire website. Example, currently we are discussing about Sophos. So whether Sophos is supporting only one product or multiple products. In the future, we can discuss about FortiGate firewall. So Fortinet is a company, FortiGate is a firewall. So example, what is Fortinet company and what are the different types of products are available. So in the similar in future, we can discuss about IBM QRadar. So whether IBM is supporting only IBM QRadar, is there any other products are available? So something you are mentioning in your resume or CV, you should be aware of the not only just a tool. So what is the company background and what are the products or tools it is available, what exactly they are doing and so on. Okay, so you should aware of. And one more very important point is every tool, whatever you are keeping in a resume, you should make sure that what is the model number and what is the firmware version. What the model number and what is the firmware version. If you don't mention this one, I mean, if you don't know this one, so finally, in case if they will get doubt on you, so they will consider you are a fake. Okay, so that's a whatever tool you are mentioning in your resume, you should aware of the what is the firmware or OS version of the tool, and also additionally what is the model number of the tool. Model number is applicable to only on-premise tools, nothing but hardware modules. For SaaS based application or cloud otherwise, SaaS based is nothing but software as a service. Software as a service or cloud related tools, there is no model number. It's a cloud tool basically. We are paying some of the amount or price to the respective customer, and finally we are getting a service. Pay as you go. That is called pay as you go. Example, Outlook. Outlook is a cloud tool. It is not a dedicated hardware tool. In this similar way, we have OneDrive. So that is also like a cloud tool. ServiceNow, it is a cloud tool. Even Sophos, CrowdStrike, then we have Carbon Block, Sentinel One. All these are cloud tools only. They don't have any dedicated hardware module. Okay. So coming back on this one. So under the Sophos company, so they are selling or developing different types of products to the customer. One is endpoint protection. Under endpoint, we have endpoint XDR, server protection. XDR we can discuss later. XDR we can discuss later. Endpoint EDR, XDR, server, mobile encryption. Okay. So nothing but endpoint protection they are taking care, server protection, mobile protection, and encryption. On the network side, they have firewall, Wi-Fi monitoring or wireless monitoring, switches they have, but they don't have routers, and ZTNA. It's one type of zero trust network. ZT means zero trust network access. That is ZTNA. Next one, under the cloud, they have cloud native security, workload protection. Under the email, they have anti-phishing and email protection. So nothing but email gateway, email security solution. So these are all the different types of products is developing by Sophos company. So right now we are discussing about only EDR. We are not discussing about all other solution. Okay. So firewall also they are supporting, phishing email also they are supporting, zero trust they are supporting, Wi-Fi or wireless monitoring, mobile device monitoring, and so on. Okay. So that is about Sophos. Then coming to what is Sophos Central. Sophos Central meaning here. So I think someone is speaking. Sorry guys, please put mute yourself. Okay, coming back here. So Sophos Central. So everybody's registered yesterday. Sophos Central. Couple of people they have mentioned in the group as well. Sophos Central meaning here, it is not a single product or single tool. Whatever tool it is showing here, it contains everything. In a single centralized console, we can see multiple tools. In a single central console, we can see multiple tools. That is called Sophos Central. That means here, from single console, we can monitor multiple tools or multiple products otherwise. That is called Sophos Central. That's why in Sophos Central, we have seen not only just ADR, we have mobile, we have cloud optics, we have anti-phishing email, and so on. That we can see practically. So that is about overall Sophos. So then coming back, before our class, I already logged in Sophos portal. So you can see here, this is what I said. Sophos Central, it is supporting multiple products. One is endpoint protection, second one is server protection, third one is email security, phishing threat, cloud optics, switches, mobile, wireless, device encryption, firewall management, zero trust network access. So these are all the different types of products it's supporting. So in a single central console of Sophos, example, in your organization, you purchased a server protection and endpoint protection as a license, then you can see only these two. And maybe, so in your product, your organization is purchased, example, firewall and also email security. In that scenario, we can see only firewall and email security. So otherwise, if you want everything in your organization, all the Sophos products only, then you can purchase. But as per the recommendation and as per the security best practices, all the products we should not purchase from the same vendor. all the products, example EDR, firewall, proxy, SIM tool. Example, maybe Cisco is providing all these products. In that scenario, we should not purchase all the products from the same vendor. What the reason? Anyone? Why we should not purchase all the tools from the same vendor? What is the reason? Anyone? I'm repeating once again. So from a single vendor, we should not purchase multiple tools. What is the reason behind this one? It's one of the interview question, guys.
If
What is the reason?
something is compromised, then we may expect use of compromised because of the same vendor.
Something
If
is got
server gets
compromised.
compromised, it is difficult.
No,
The
if something is got
competitive to
compromised
each
means,
other, sir, for the competition of each others.
sorry.
For the competitive purpose means one if we take the one vendor, it's having the same backend mechanism. So to alter the slightly, we have to make a difference.
Every vendor can.
Efficiency may not be good in all the perspectives.
Okay. Any other?
Every vendor can create a number of models, na, sir.
Okay. Any other?
Different endpoints.
Different endpoints.
Or maybe
Okay.
traffic more on that company one, that vendor.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, thank you so much. I think everyone is provided nice answers, but that is not the case, guys. Why? Because, yeah, so couple of features are correct. I will agree with you, but those are all maybe second option, third option. So whatever you said, efficiency, back-end product development is same, features wise it is same, traffic wise. Okay, so all these are correct only, but that is not a main point. Main point is a support related. So after till purchasing the product, they will say my product is a good, my product is excellent, my product is a features and so on. Every product has a very good features, guys, but problem here is support is very, very, very important. Support meaning here couple of times we don't know how to configure something. Okay, we don't know how to troubleshoot something. In that scenario, we will go and we'll raise a support case with the vendor because we'll take a premium support. It's a premium support in general way. If you want to say this one in our day-to-day activities, it is called warranty. Example, you are purchasing one of the iPhone, they have eye care support. So example, you are purchasing Dell laptop or HP laptop, they will give for 1 year warranty. So if something will happen to 1 year, we will go and we will raise a ticket or we'll take that particular device to the respective service center and we'll ask them to fix that particular issue. Okay. So, but coming back to here, even that is applicable to same thing, even in the corporate IT culture as well. Whatever tool you are purchasing, if something you don't know configure or something you don't know troubleshoot, something if you don't know about debugging and so on, we'll go and we'll raise a ticket within the ticketing portal. That is called support portal basically. Because we are purchasing something, I mean, we have to pay some money to them and even will additionally will take a premium support. So whenever you are raising a ticket with the vendor, most of the issue here is that vendors may be in the USA, that vendors may be in the Singapore, that vendors may be in the Dubai, that vendors may be in the Netherlands, that vendors may be in the Belgium or Australia and so on. Sometimes time zone issues will be there. So example, you raised a case today and your support case from the Singapore portal or Singapore country, in that scenario, almost 4.5 hours difference will be there, or maybe 3 or 4 hours difference will be there. So that is a critical to our organization level. In that scenario, how they will come and they'll give the online help. So not only this one, so continuously we have to chase, and we have to get the irritation. Okay, so some of the support vendor, so till purchasing and implementation, they will say they will work finely. But once that will go to the production or on complete operational level, they will not give the proper support. So if they don't give the proper set, then how we can, any critical issue will come to the tool wise, who will support us? So because we don't know how to debugging, how to troubleshoot, and how to fix the issues and so on. So example, I will give one of the scenario. 1 month back, I raised a case with some X vendor or X tool. So till now, that ticket is not resolved. In the similar way, one more vendor, I raised a ticket 15 days back. Till now, the ticket is not resolved. Daily, I am chasing through toll-free number and also through email, through via email. Okay. So unfortunately, that vendor is not existing in our India. So that they are existing in Singapore, and Singapore tool. I mean, one of the vendors from Singapore, one of the vendors from Netherlands. So time difference is 4.5 hours and 3.5 hours difference is there. And whenever I will be in the night time and they will be in daytime and so on. And even though it time some overlap time is there, that time they will not come to online, they will not help us. So it is getting too much delay. So that is main reason basically. So if any critical issues will come, that is the reason most of the cases, if support is not in a good way, so most of the customers, so even though they will migrate it to the other vendor, even as per Gartner report, example, CrowdStrike is extraordinary vendor, but they are not giving the proper support to the customer. How customer will be satisfied? Customer satisfaction also very, very important. So may Microsoft also not give the proper support. Obviously, customer will be dissatisfied whenever they are raising a ticket to the vendor. So that is main reason basically. And whatever you said, that is also correct. Back-end product development or maybe R&D engineering team, whatever they are developing, the product features wise, it is the same for almost all the products. Efficiency may be also different, and cost also may be one of the factor. So these are all the different types of things. And Aruna, I think Supriya or Suprita, someone said something it is got compromised. Example, the Sophos Central itself, it is got compromised. Yes, everything will be exploited. So that is also possible. But all these factors will come later. But main first factor is every customer or every client, they will see support is they are providing good or not. That is very, very important, guys. Okay. So that is the reason we have to use a multiple vendors in the organization level. Okay. So coming back here, so Sophos Central, you can see all these are products. So my products are email protection, server protection, mobile protection, encryption, wireless, email security, firewall management, fish threat, cloud native, zero trust network access and switches. Okay. So if you want, you can go and you can do additional free trials also. You can enable all these. You can enable all these. If you want to, if you are interested, you can just go and click on, okay, so free trials. I think approximate 1 month they will give. So coming back on dashboard, so we'll go to the each and everything. So normally, so here I will provide notes as well. One second. So first one is a dashboard. So every tool dashboard will be there, settings will be there, admin tab will be there. Dashboard, exactly what information it will provide. Dashboard will provide security posture of the organization. Security posture of the organization. Security posture meaning here. So what is the overall summary of the threats are available? What are the critical alerts we have? What are the medium alerts we have? What are the high alerts we have? So what is the bar chart? What is the pie chart? What is the trending chart? What is comparison chart? Okay. So what are the different types of alerts we are receiving? So security posture of the organization meaning here overall security wise, overall risk wise, we can see in a single dashboard and we can conclude that. That is called security posture of the organization. So first thing is it will provide overall summary. Overall summary of the threats. The second one, it will provide alerts information. So third one, it will provide summary of the information via summary of the threats information via bar chart, pie chart. Next one is a pending chart, and so on. Next one, it will provide risk information as well. What the risk is involved, risk information. So these are all things it will provide related to the dashboard. Every tool you can consider that, maybe not only antivirus, vulnerability management tool, firewall, proxy, network IDs, network IPS, even SIM tool as well. Okay, it will provide overall summary of the organization and what is the risk is involved and what is the overall threats or vulnerabilities are existing and so on. That is called dashboard. Okay, so coming back to Sophos Central now. So now you can see here. So total alerts. So first I will show you demo tool. Once this one is completed, I will go and I will show in my organization whatever we are using. Because this one is I'm recording. So if I'm showing practical tool, unfortunately a lot of IP addresses we have, lot of MAC addresses we have, some of the cloud information we have. So it's a confidential to my organization. So today I will complete the theoretical part in demo tool. This is not a theoretical, this is practically only. Little bit difference will be there. In the demo tool, we cannot see the alerts, but in practical tool, we can see the alerts. That is the only difference. Okay. So this is also demo tool only, guys. So total alerts. So there are three different types of severity in the Sophos tool, Sophos EDR-tool. One is a high, one is medium, one is a low. So interior question is, what are all the different types of alerts notification or severity levels? What are all the different types of severity of the alerts we will receive in Sophos EDR? So what are the different types of alerts we will see? So we will see high, medium, and low. So first one is a high, next one is a medium, next one is a low. So for suppose, so there are high alerts are maybe 10, medium alerts maybe 5, and low alerts maybe 5. Altogether, we have 10 plus 5 plus 5, 20. So total alerts is nothing but 20. Okay. So you can see dashboard, it will give the overall alerts information, security ports of the information, most recent alerts also. If you want, you can clear it here also, most recent alerts, summary of the threats, alerts information, and also most recent alerts information. Okay. So next one is here the alerts will be appear here. Example, I said 10 plus 5 plus 5, 10 high alerts, 5 medium and 5 low alerts. So all those alerts will be appear here. Okay. So now devices and user summary. So devices and user summary meaning here. So whatever agents we installed, example, maybe, so your servers and also laptop and MacBook and workstations, desktops. So all those servers approximate 5,000. So all those 5,000 machines we will see under the Sophos Central now. Devices and user summary. So example, 5,000 machines we have, including servers. That 5,000 may be example, your laptop, your MacBook, workstation, desktop, and also servers. So all those informations we can see under here. Okay, that is overall summary. Web control, it's one of the feature I said. So whatever applications we are allowing, whatever applications we are blocking, we can see under this one. And the next one is a cloud security posture management. It's a dedicated to cloud. It's dedicated to cloud. So we have a lot of other tools also available. In short, this cloud security posture management, we'll call it as a CSPM. It's a completely different product, guys. Cloud security posture management dedicatedly applicable to cloud. If you want to monitor something in cloud environment, that time we have to provide this is different product, basically cloud optics. It's a different product. Okay, so forget about this one. CSPM is a completely different product. Okay, so these are all the dedicated to EDR alerts. These are all dedicated to EDR alerts. It will provide overall summary of the organization related to security posture and threats and so on. So that is how the dashboard information. Next one is alerts information. This is our main role, guys. This is our main role. Normally, security alerts we will receive regularly. What is our EDR role? So EDR roles and responsibilities. EDR roles and responsibilities. So after your shift is starting at 9 o'clock and your shift is ending at maybe 10 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 to 6 o'clock you are working on. First thing is you are dedicatedly working for EDR. Nothing but you are selected for EDR vacancy, or maybe DLP vacancy, or maybe encryption vacancy, or maybe file integrity monitoring vacancy. So what is your first activity as per your roles and responsibilities? Health checkup. So health checkup of all the servers or otherwise all the endpoints, and also all the agent status. So this is your first role. First role is we have to check the what is the status of this server or endpoint or laptop or MacBook and workstation and so on, whether it is online or offline. So, and also we have to verify one more thing, what is the status of the agent, whether it is inactive or unknown or sleeping and so on. Why? Because why we have to check the health checkup only, very important. In case that agent is sleeping or maybe inactive status or maybe unknown status, in that scenario, one of the end user or server owner is downloaded some of the files, or maybe they copied something through pen drive, or maybe they are clicking on the phishing email attachments. So if that agent is sleeping, and absolutely that malware will be installed and it will get compromised your system, and command and control it will reach to the attacker as per cyber kill chain process. So that's why always agent should be in the active state. If agent is sleeping and also if you are not doing the patch updates, there are more chances are there to get compromised. Even though we are using a lot of controls as per network architecture diagram, we have the next generation firewall in the perimeter level. Once again, we have proxy server, we have network IDs and network IPS, and also we have endpoint level antivirus or EDR, DLP, encryption, host IDs, host IPS, file integrity monitoring. Why end user systems are getting compromised? Because of this reason only. Because of this reason only. Okay. So first thing is we have to take care of the health checkup. Second thing is, so whatever alerts we received, based on whatever alerts we received, based on the severity, and the risk score, we have to prioritize the incidents or alerts. So whatever incidents we received as alerts, so example in this scenario, so whatever alerts we received, so high alerts we have to give the first priority, medium alerts we have to give the second priority, low alerts we have to give the third priority. So a couple of interviews they will ask this interview question also. How can you prioritize the incidents? How can you prioritize the incidents? So we can prioritize the incidents based on the severity of the incidents, based on the risk score of the incident. Okay, and one more query also they will raise. Example, they will give 3 scenarios. One of the system is got compromised by ransomware attack related to endpoint, and one of the whaling email has come to one of the CTO or CFO or CISO, and also one of the server is got compromised by ransomware attack. So which one you will give the priority? Is it first? I'm repeating. So example, one of the end user system is got compromised ransomware attack. One of the server got compromised ransomware attack. One of the phishing email coming via as a whaling. So give the answer, guys. Which one you will give the priority?
Ransomware attack.
Ransomware attack server.
Ransomware attack of the server is a first priority. Someone is saying.
Sir, whaling, sir. Whaling.
Whaling also. Sir.
Okay, so give me, okay, first person, can you speak? What is the, who is speaking first one?
Whale speaking, sir.
What is your name, please?
Farooq, sir.
Farooq. So yeah, could you please tell, okay, end user system is got compromised ransomware. Next one is server got compromised ransomware. Third one is whaling. Yeah, can you please, which one is priority one?
Whaling, sir.
Whaling is number one, okay. Next one?
End user ransomware.
So second one, okay. Third one is this one.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
any other guys?
No, sir. Server is first one, sir.
Who is speaking?
Gafur, Abdul Gafur, sir.
Abdul Kapoor. Okay, Abdul. 1 second. So as per Abdul opinion, server is one, okay. Next one. Abdul, please go ahead.
Second is whaling and third one is end.
Third one is okay. Any other guys opinion?
So Narayan.
Narayana. Okay, please go ahead.
Server, sir. Ransomware attack based on server.
Okay, next one.
Next one, whaling. Oh, end user, sir. Sorry.
End user, okay. Sorry.
Whaling, sir.
Whaling is third one. Okay. So any other people can try? Just guess only, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please. Name?
And Uma, sir.
Uma. Okay.
End user was first one, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, second one is whaling, sir.
Okay. Third
Sir.
one is Abdul. Okay. Okay. So now here Farooq, Abdul, Narayana, and also Uma. So you can see here 4 different types of opinions. So 4 different types of people opinion. So as for Farooq, so first one is a whaling, second one is a end user system, third one is a server got compromised. As per Abdul Farooq, so Abdul Gafur. So first one is a server got compromised, second one is whaling, third one is end user system. As per Narayana, first one is the server got, second one is end user system, third one is whaling. It's entire question, guys. It's entire question. That's why we're discussing. So as per Uma, so first one is end user system, second one is whaling, third one is a so server got compromised. As per my opinion, so I will go with first one is server got compromised, second one is a whaling, third one is end user system is got compromised. It's my opinion. So you said your opinion. So you have to, whatever you said, you have to provide the justification, guys, because your opinion. So, but as per my opinion, what is the justification I will give? Server will be accessed by more number of users. So this server, we are not sure whether it is internal server or external server. In case this server is external server and it is accessing by multiple people, nothing but customers or public. Example, consider facebook.com, it's a server. This one is accessed by across the universe and across the global and all over the worldwide. Everybody will use. Okay, not only that one, example maybe ICICInetbanking.com. So not only in India, even ICICI branches are there across the worldwide. In that scenario, in case this server is got compromised and you are not giving priority to one, multiple people are going to impact if any outage will occur as per CIA triad. So customer satisfaction is very important. And also, even if it is internal server, internal employees are going to impact. So we have, whenever I said any incident it is coming, we have to think about business impact analysis and risk assessment. What is the impact to the business? Why you are saying end user is a first priority? First of all, end user is a single person, but server will be accessed by multiple people, not only single. So multiple people are going to impact. So as per business impact analysis, BIA, today entire question, guys. What is business impact analysis? Today entire question. Business impact analysis is nothing but something it is getting compromised. Availability issues or confidentiality issues or integrity issues will occur. So because of this reason, lot of impact will be there. That may be financial impact, that may be people impact, that may be process impact. That is called business impact analysis. It's not only just for the organization availability issues. So business impact analysis we can do under the endpoint level, network level, application level, physical security level as well. Example, natural calamities are coming like earthquake, tsunami, flooding, and so on. So there are a lot of business impact is there. That is a part of people impact, finance impact, and also technology or process impact. That is completely business impact analysis. Whenever, if you want to do the prioritization, you have to think about what is the risk is involved as per the money perspective, as per the people perspective, even for customer satisfaction perspective. So as compared to 3, if server is getting compromised and if you are doing the network containment, network isolation, in that scenario, multiple people are going to impact. Absolutely. Whoever, example, I said ICICI net banking, couple of customers, they will get dissatisfaction and finally they will move to HDFC or Access or Citi or Standard Chartered. So that's why this is the first priority. Second one is why it is a whaling. Absolutely, it's a whaling maybe. So one of the senior board director, so one of the senior manager, maybe vice president, or maybe normal manager and so on. So that system is getting compromised. In that scenario, there are a lot of business or critical data will be there. So this one is second priority. As compared to customer satisfaction and also to the availability issues. So server 1 got compromised, ransomware first priority. Whaling, it's like internal employees. So second priority. And here only one user is going to impact. That's why this is a third priority. But this is fine. Whatever you said, sometimes within the short span of time in the interview, you are completely afraid, fear, and also excitement will be there. So maybe, so you said something answer. Example, maybe Farooq said something, Abdul Ghaffur said something, and Uma said something, and so on. In that scenario, completely, so you should be stick with whatever answer you provided. Don't change your mentality. So if you are volatile and you are changing the opinion, how can we stick with your something if you want to decide? Even though you said wrong, that's fine. But you want to stick with your opinion. It's my opinion. And you can provide justification, that's fine. But don't be volatile. Don't change your answers. Even though if it is wrong, that's fine. But you can be provide justification and also you can say, so it's my opinion only. So this is my justification, that's all. Even though if it is wrong, that's fine. So, but here you are not changing your opinion. You are not changing, you are not like a volatile. You are not in a confusion state. Even if it's wrong, what is there in the wrong, that's fine. So this is the way you have to give the answer, guys. This is what you have to give the answer. Okay, clear or not? So we can discuss couple of things, don't worry. Just it's a complete advanced level I'm teaching right now. This is a part of SIM tool basically. It's one of the interview question. Okay, so that is my opinion. My opinion I said. So maybe your opinion maybe is different. That's fine. Okay. So
hello.
Yes, please.
యాక్చువల్లీ అటాకర్ ఏదైతే వీక్ పాయింట్ ఉంటే దాన్ని ఫస్ట్ అటాక్ చేస్తారు కదా, అంటే పర్టికులర్ గా సర్వర్స్ హై ప్రయారిటీ అని సర్వర్స్ ని చేయాలని అలా రూల్ ఏం లేదు కదా. అంటే ఏదైతే అటాకర్ కి వీక్ పాయింట్ ఎక్కడైతే ఉందో ఆ డివైస్ ని అటాక్ చేస్తారు కదా ఫస్ట్.
Yeah, that's fine. But maybe your understanding is different, Suprita, I think. Yeah, right?
అమలా సార్.
So sorry. Yeah. So coming to here, so once these alerts are received, so you are right, attacker point of view, you are right. Wherever weak point, vulnerability are existing, that he can be exploited. What is here concept is different. So example, we received 3 alerts here. That 3 alerts we already received. So one is end user system is got compromised. That the first alert, critical alert, once again severity wise. Second alert is related to server is got compromised. That is also critical alert. Third one is whaling is a phishing email. That is also critical alert. 3 alerts we received here. So 3 are got compromised. Which one you will get priority? Number 1, number 2, or number 3. So that attacker point of view, that's fine. So wherever weak point it is identified, then only he can do the attack. Nothing but vulnerability exploitation. But already we received 3 alerts. 3 are got compromised. So what is the severity of the incident priority? 3 are same critical severity. Which one you can give the priority number 1, priority number 2, and priority number 3? Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yeah, got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's a nice question. So that is what we have to give the answers. So now, so once you are receiving this particular alert, so whatever alerts we receive based on the severity and based on the risk score and based on the, okay, so even sometimes analysis, after analyzing the analysis, we can prioritize the respect to alerts. Okay, so that is about role and response, I mean alerts we received. So next one is, after that what we have to do, so which system it is got compromised, which system or server or end user machine that alert we received. Okay, we have to go and we have to identify whether it's a laptop or MacBook or workstation or server and so on. So we have to go and we have to identify. So we have to identify what type of incident we received, whether it is a worm or whether it is a, okay, this is later, guys. So next one is, what is the next step we have to do? Classification of the attack. So in EDR tool, what the classification of the attack we received, whether it is a virus or a worm or ransomware and so on. Okay, after identifying that one, we have to go and we have to do the which system or server or end user machine is got compromised. So this gathering that particular information is called as a triage. Triage is nothing but gathering the information. Nothing but we have to identify what is the server IP address, what is the host name, where it is located, which country, and so on. So that gathering the information is called triage. This is also called as a IOC and IOA, indicator of compromise and indicator of attack information. Okay, so actually this one we can discuss later because I have to complete incident lifecycle management. So after doing the triaging of the incident, so we have to make sure that whether containment should be required or not. Containment meaning here network isolation. So network isolation, whether that system should be whether that system should be disconnected from the network or not. Once we are doing the containment, then we have to take care of the eradication and mitigation. I think about how to clean the infection. And finally, we have to bring it back to the recovery, like a normal operation. Final lessons learned. So these are all the steps. So as of now, you can remember these 3. We can go and we can discuss later a couple of other things as well, once we are completing incident lifecycle management process. So after receiving the alerts, we have to go and we have to identify which system it is got compromised by malware or ransomware and so on. We have to go and we have to identify the IP address, username, server or system or database, where it is located, and so on. And also, these are all dedicated to EDR tool. We have to gather the file name also, file name, file size, file category, and also what is the path of the file, where it is downloaded. All this information also we have to gather. So this triaging also call it as IOC and IOA, indicator of compromise and indicator of attacker. This is also called as asset profiling and user profiling. Asset profiling meaning here, whatever system it is got compromised, that IP address, username or host name, where it is located, which country, and so on. That is called asset profiling. In the similar user profiling, what is the username? So what is the user email address, which group he belongs to, and so on. So this entire information is gathering, we call it as triaging. Triaging. Understood? So this we can go on, we can discuss later once again. So once we are identifying, so then we have to go and we have to see whether really that file has a malware or not. In case that file has a malware, so as I said yesterday, sandboxing environment, virustotal.com, hybridanalysis.com, all those tools we have to go and we have to check the reputation. Okay. So once we are identifying whether really that file contains the malware, what we have to do? Anyone? Once you identified, example, some X file has a malware or a virus or a worm or a Trojan. You went and you identified in the sandboxing environment or maybe virustotal.com or hybridanalysis.com. Next step, what will you do?
Clean the file.
Cleaning the file or deleting the file?
Fine.
Clean the data.
Delete the file.
Deleting the file. If it is sensitive data, we have to clean the file. If that file is not belongs to us, we have to delete the file. Okay, after deleting the file, what we have to do?
We have to.
After deleting the file, what we have to do?
We have to make another file as a reference.
We have to make another one as a reference. Okay, what exactly mean by that one?
We have to rescan, sir.
Excellent. We have to run the antivirus scans. That's perfect. We have to run the antivirus scan. Still, is there any infection is existing or not? That we have to do. After that, what we have to do? One more step is there. We discussed already this one. That's why I'm asking.
Rebooting.
No, reboot is not required.
Clear the cache.
Cache deleting.
Yeah, someone is saying.
Cache deleting.
Patch updates.
Clear the cache.
Updates, not patch updates.
We have to
Clear the
change the
cache.
password.
Change the password we have to do. That's perfect. Change the password also we have to do. Any other?
Hash value deletes.
Cache value not delete, guys. Cache value we have to block.
Block. We have to block hash values.
Yeah, we have to, as I said in virustotal.com. So if that file contains, there are 3 different types of hash values we have. So MD5, SHA1, SHA2, nothing but or SHA256. We have to take the SHA256 of the file and we have to go to the EDR tool and we have to block using hash value method. So what are the eradication we are doing? If something getting compromised, so we have to go and we have to check what file it is got compromised. So next thing is we have to delete the file. We have to change the password. We have to rerun the antivirus scans or rescan the antivirus. Then finally, we have to take the hash value of the file and we have to go and we have to block the antivirus or EDR tool. That is nothing but hash value method. So this is what we have to do. This is nothing but eradication and mitigation. Nothing but we are doing the recovery, cleaning up something, cleaning up the infection. Clear now? Okay. So we can discuss more about these things because static analysis of the malware, dynamic analysis of the malware, but you are getting some idea, right? What exactly we have to do and so on. So these are the roles and responsibilities, guys. We have to do the cleaning up the infection. So before that, first of all, after doing the incident classification, we have to identify whether it is a false positive or true positive. So after gathering all the information, what we have to do? We have to identify. So we have to identify false positive or true positive. What do you mean by this one? What do you mean by this one?
Incident
Whether the incident happen or not, or
yes, correct. Whether instantly really it's compromised, that's a fake incident. False positive is nothing but something it's not happened really, but tool is showing something it's happened. It's a false positive. So first we have to identify the false positive. How we can say that's a false positive and true positive? If somehow the file is downloaded by the end user, antivirus agent, it will go and it will communicate to the EDR tool. And finally, So action will be either allow or block or quarantine and clean. So in this scenario, if it is a block means already antivirus tool is blocked already. So but still alert we received. That's nothing false positive. Antivirus tool is already blocked that activity, but still alert is received. It's like a false positive. So but one of the file has a clean it is showing or quarantine it is showing, but still that file has infection. Then we have to consider this one is a true positive. So later what we have to do, containment and so on. Containment meaning here, so network isolation, disconnecting from the network. So home quarantine we have seen, right? Same thing, home containment and so on. Containment zones at the time of corona. Nobody should enter into the containment zones at the time of corona. We discussed already. We have seen practically. Same thing here also. If containment is happening, so we have to do network isolation. Why? Because if that infection will go to other people as well, same way, this infection also will go to other systems. So for suppose, once again here two scenarios. One of the end user machine is got compromised by virus. One of the server also got compromised by virus. Okay. So in this scenario, will you do containment or not? And the second scenario, will you do containment or not? Anyone?
If there is backup server, we will do the containment, sir, by contacting the vendor.
If it is a backup server?
The backup server, we'll be having backup, right?
Yes.
So if there is, we'll contact the vendor and we'll take suggestions from him. Then we'll do containment.
In case if backup server is not available? It's a very excellent answer. Appreciate for that one, really. It's a very nice answer. So if backup server is not available,
You need to Active Directory.
Then we cannot do anything. We need to pay money for the attacker.
we will pay the money
We
to
can
the
check
attacker
in
before that
Active
one.
Directory.
Before that one, before paying money to the attacker, what is there any analysis will you do?
Yeah, whether if the server is compromised or not, I'll be checking, right? If it is true positive or not, whether it is got compromised or not.
Yeah, server got compromised already. Okay, so then in that scenario, so only one server is available. These are all the logical questions they will ask in the interview, guys. This one only they will expect. Nobody will ask in the tool oriented. What is there in the tab and so nobody will ask. So once the system or server is got compromised, so what is the actions you will take care? Okay, so yeah, please go ahead. You said like if backup server is available, that backup server will make it like a primary server, and we will
then we
do
will
the
isolate
containment
this
primary
one.
server. Okay, and the second option, if only one server is available, you said like a payment you will do.
Yes,
so
sir.
before that one, will you do any other validation?
Definitely servers.
That I don't have idea.
Cache data available in the cache data.
Okay, so I will explain.
Change the password?
No, actually in this scenario, we are not sure. Okay, end user machine means we can do containment directly. So because only one user, it is going to impact. We can provide one alternative backup to him and we'll do network isolation because only one single user here. So always whenever server is got impacted or compromised, we have to do business impact analysis or risk assessment. So network isolation we can do, and we can provide the backup laptop to the end user system is got compromised. In the server side, so if two machines are there, what a backup server is there, we made like a primary server, and primary server we can disconnect it from the network and we can do the analysis and so on. Example, only one server is available. So even for backup service there or not, we have to contact the business owner, server owner. Okay, so next one in this scenario, so only one server is available. what is the business impact? How many people are going to impact? How many end users are going to impact? Is there any critical application running on top of the server? If I'm doing the network isolation, what is the impact? What is the risk is involved? What is the finance impact? What is the end user availability impact? Whether you are aware of this one, whether you are aware of this one as security analyst. I'm asking you whether you are aware of this one. Server related information.
No.
No, sir.
No, we are not aware of, because we are security analyst. So in this scenario, we have to go and we have to identify who is the server owner or asset owner or business owner. So then we have to ask what is the impact, how much money lose we are going to do, and so on. So because we are not a decision maker in this scenario, so we have to do the business impact analysis, and finally we have to do the risk assessment, and what is the financial loss, what is the availability issues, and what is the outage or unavailability issues, and so on. So in this scenario, so then we have to escalate it to our manager. It's better to escalate our manager before doing the containment. Then escalation matrix we have to follow. So escalation matrix meaning here, every company has escalation matrix. L1 team, they will forward to L2 team, L2 team, they will forward to L3 team, L3 team, they will forward it to manager, manager will forward to director, director will discuss with the customer or client. In this scenario, in between manager of the SOC operations team and manager of the server team, they will discuss and finally they will decide one thing. So can we pay money or not? What is the additional, is there any chances available? Okay, if I'm doing the network isolation, what is the impact is available? All those analysis we have to do, guys. So just like that, we should not go and we have to do the network isolation. So we have to do BIA analysis as well as the risk assessment. Okay, clear now? So server wise, it will be different scenario. End user system side, it is different scenario. That's the containment. Next one is eradication. So eradication side here, mitigation. Eradication nothing but mitigation. This is also called a mitigation. So mitigation side, what we have to take care? Give me 1 second, only 1 minute, guys. Apologies. Yeah, eradication mitigation. So in this one, infection cleaning. So whatever is deleting the files, password change, hash value method blocking.
Backup data.
Yeah, backup also. So yeah, different scenario to different will be there. Ransomware is completely backup configurations. Okay, backup also we have to take. But ransomware wise, if something got compromised ransomware, we cannot take the backup data because already files are got encrypted. Okay, so these are all the couple of things we have to take care. Okay, and also rerun the antivirus scans. We will discuss more on this one once again in future. And finally, we have to recovery. So recovery meaning here, bring it back to normal operations. So something is got compromised like abnormal. It's like a normal state. Okay, understood. So abnormal state meaning is something got compromised. So we have to bring it back from abnormal state to normal state, nothing but normal operations. So that is called recovery. Bring it back to server or system to abnormal to normal operations. So finally, lessons learned. So lessons learned, it's like a knowledge base or post-mortem report. This is also called a post-mortem report. Or post-incident analysis, anything is fine. So after something it is got compromised, what exactly lessons you learned and what is the post-mortem report or knowledge base you created, how it is normally we'll do root cause analysis document, RCA, why it is got compromised, when it is got compromised, how it is got compromised, what are actions we have taken, so that in future if similar type of thing is repeated, documenting everything, documentation. Okay, so all those things we have to do. That is called root cause analysis and documentation. So these are the investigation steps we have to follow for every attack. Every attack. So once again, we can discuss this concept later. Okay. So Sophos Central. So this is the priority wise we have to take care. And you can see here people. So these tabs you can write everything, guys. Alerts will represent. Alerts tab will represent. Alerts tab. It represents what are all the different types of alerts received based on severity and also incidents classification and also total number of alerts information. So that is the alerts tab. It will provide the overall what is the severity of the alerts which is received and what are the different types of incident alerts, classification of the alerts, whether the virus or worm or Trojan, ransomware and so on, and also what are the total number of alerts we received. That is alerts tab information. So next tab, as per this one, threat analysis center. Threat analysis center. So in this one, we have to do the analysis basically. Okay. So what is the dashboard and what is the recent investigation? What is the recent investigation we have done and recent detection we received? Nothing but 1 second alerts only. Most recent threat graphs. It is overall graphical representation. That is dashboard information. Threat graphs. So how that particular alert is received based on the status, what the time, okay, and also what the priority of the incident, name of the incident, user, what is the user of the respective end user system, what the device name, device type, and so on. Okay. Next one, live discover. Live discover, it's one of the very important tab. You can see here under 18 categories, there are 382 queries we have. Under 18 categories, they have 382 queries we have. So you can go and you can see there are multiple queries here normally. So all queries, total 382, recent queries, anomalies queries, attack you can see. Does anyone can explain what is this one? Does anyone can explain what is this one?
It is the MITRE attacks or attacks, tactics.
Excellent. That's perfect.
And knowledge.
Yes, that's right. So adversaries, tactics, techniques, and knowledge base. MITRE attack. So it is a centralized knowledge base. It will provide the tactics, techniques, and procedures. So this attack, as I said that time itself, every EDR tool we will integrate with this MITRE framework or MITRE attack. So whenever any alerts which is received, we'll come to know what is the tactic the attacker is used, whether it's recon or discovery, collection, okay, lateral movement, persistence, privilege escalation, data exfiltration, initial access, port scanning. In such a 14 tactics we have. Under the 14 tactics, once again we have some of the 500 plus techniques we have. So every attack, whatever we received related to malware, it will come to know whether it is exploitation, whether it is execution, whether it is a persistence or lateral movement or exfiltration and so on. So that is basically, this is integrated with the attack. So these are all the different types of attempts. So these are all the different types of attack categories or tactics and so on. Okay, so that is one thing. So this is one of the queries they created in this Sophos EDR. In such a way, multiple things they created. Okay, please go through this one. Registries also. So example, whenever rootkit or privilege escalation attack will come, in that scenario, once attacker will get the user access, from there he will get it to the respective admin or root level access. Then he can delete or he can modify or he can update, he can change the registries information and so on. So that is a part of this one only. So what type of registries? Okay, so attacker can, whenever something is deleted or registries keys information, automatically alert we will receive. So that is integrated. In mobile queries also it is integrated and so on. All these are different types of processes also. What are the different type of process queries? So normally Sophos is supporting. There right now it is supporting 382 queries. So for every alert, whatever it is, according to these 382 queries, we can see what type of classification of that particular alert we received. It will provide that information as well. Next one is detections. So whatever alerts we received, once again, it will come through whatever alerts notifications. So it is once again based on the previously live discover queries we have, right? That one only. Investigations, whatever investigation we have done. So how much time it will take? Age is nothing but time. Time, how much time it is taken, and when it is modified, and when it is closed, and so on. And preferences. So these are all the different types of, okay, so threat intelligence, basically. We can say threat intelligence, not threat intelligence. Whenever any attack is coming, which tool we have to go on, we have to use. You can see here, abuse, example, IP reputation check if you want to do. So Sophos EDR-tool is integrated with abuse IP database. They integrated with the abuse IP database. They integrated with who is IAM, who is domain name. So for domain name classification, it's one of the address. What is the domain name? Who is? Nothing but who is nothing but domain name. So next one is here integrated with google.com with Google Maps, integrated with some other IP quality score or scan, and integrated with IP quality score, Tor detection. Tor, what is Tor, guys? What is Tor?
The onion router.
The onion router, that's right. IP spoofing we discussed. Under that one we discussed attacker can mask the original identity of the IP address, and then he will use a Tor IP, nothing but public IP. That type of detection also it will identify. Even it will identify deep packet inspection. So virustotal.com, okay, you can see even it is integrated with virustotal.com. That's what I said. So whenever any attack it is coming related to file, even nowadays all EDR tools are integrating with Mitri framework and also virustotal.com. I told you already this one also. There is no need to go and take the file to the virustotal.com and uploading the file in the public websites, because already it's integrated with virustotal.com. It can say whether the malware infection file or not. Okay, now you can correlate whatever theoretical we discussed, whatever practical we discussed. Something we are discussing practical and tool based. First you can complete theoretical part, then you can go and you can map that correlation. There is no need to by heart anything. Just you can map and you have to correlate what theoretical we discussed and practically what I am showing right now. Then only you can understand easily. There is no need to by heart anything. Okay. So another one is virustotal.com and so on. So there are different types of things they provide. One is IP address, one is SHA-256, one is MD5. So these are all the integrations with the respective Sophos EDR. This is not only Sophos EDR, it is integrated to other tools as well. So that is Threat Analysis Center. Okay. So next one we have logs and reports. It's very important tab, guys. Logs and reports. But normally in EDR tool, we will not analyze. As I said, our main tool is a SIM tool. So SIM tool, whenever something you want to troubleshoot, normally you use the logs. Okay. Coming back here. So logs and reports meaning here, whatever logs are generating. Example, audit logs. Audit logs, I told you several times, it is related to who is accessing the tool. So successful login and failure login is called as audit log.
Windows events.
Yes, that not only just Windows events. Even for right now, I logged in using my Gmail. You can see here my Gmail, everything. And after that, I create a multi-factor authentication also. I provide security, additional security related to this demo tool. I create one of the PIN number, additional multi-factor authentication. Today, entire question, guys. What is two-factor authentication? It's entire question. What is CAA triad? Entire question. What is ransomware attack? It's entire question. What is symmetric cryptography and asymmetric cryptography? All are basics only. All are basics only. Okay. Logs and reports. Audit means, please always remember, authentication failure and authentication success. Not only Windows events, that may be any Gmail or Yahoo Mail or any internal application or external applications and so on. It is basically authentication failure or authentication success and so on. Okay. So that is related to audit logs. There are, as I said, in Windows also, we have audit logs, we have application logs, we have system related logs, we have configuration related logs, we have forwarded events. So those are all the different types, right? So coming to here, events. Event meaning here, what are events are generated. So these are all the couple of events. You can see under this one, we have malware also, application control also. So runtime detection, nothing but whenever process is running on, it is potentially unwanted program. Potentially unwanted application or program is nothing but adware and spyware. Hacking tool, adware, spyware is also called as a potentially unwanted program, because attacker will install, like whether adware is useful for us, it's like a potential unwanted program. Whenever you're accessing any website, it pop-ups will come. It's not required for us. It's one type of hacking tool. It's one type spyware. It's one type malware as well, potentially unwanted program. Okay. So application control related logs, web control related logs, all these are different types of events. Because this demo tool, that's why it is not showing anything. Okay. So these logs only we have to integrate it to our SIEM tool. You can see now here endpoint server protection logs. So data loss. So under events, we have seen all application control, web control, malware related logs, and so on. All these logs we have to integrate to SIEM tool. Then where we have to integrate it to SIEM tool? Where is the option to integrate to SIEM tool? That I will show you. So under the reports, there are different types of reports we can create. One is user reports, one is hero reports, server reports, computer reports, malware infection reports. These are web controls. Web controls means I told you already day before yesterday itself, what is blocked category and what is unblocked category. If I'm clicking on this one, so example, as I said, is a completely business requirement. So whether drugs in your organization, whether you want to block or not, maybe adult content or nudity or abortion, or maybe drugs, or maybe alcohol, or maybe social networking, or maybe sports or games or news channels, business oriented applications, okay, terrorist. So there are more than lot of classifications we have. Under sports, once again, cricket or tennis or hockey or badminton, so volleyball or football and so on, everything it will come. It's a category. Under that category, multiple sports category also it will come. That's one of the example. Okay, so these logs only we have to go and we have to integrate. Okay, so that is about one of the important tab. So these logs, whatever logs are generating, we have to integrate to SIEM tool. But you are dedicatedly working on EDR tool, you no need to worry about the logs. Okay, next one is a people. So people meaning here, so whoever had access to this Sophos tool, a role-based access control, I told you several times. Example, rootkit attack, role-based access control, we have to implement. Privilege escalation, we have to implement role-based access control. So example, if I'm clicking on the add user, example, maybe today you are joining in I'm working in a Wipro company and you are joining in my team. In that scenario, so if you want to provide the access to this tool, example, I am the manager, You are a L1 or L2 or L3 guy dedicated to EDR tool. So after onboarding in a company, they'll give laptop to you. And after that, lot of people, they'll say, I did not get the tool access. Tool access, getting it is not so easy. Getting the tool access, it is involved a lot of parameters. How to get the tool access? That may be any tool, not only Sophos EDR, that may be firewall or proxy or IDS, IPS and SIM tool and so on. First, we have to raise a ticket in this ticketing tool. We have to raise a ticket in the ticketing tool. So, but you are onboarded today only, but you don't know how to raise a ticket, right? That's why on behalf of you, either manager will raise or L3 team they will raise. Otherwise, whoever expert is there in the process, that people will raise the ticket. So you no need to raise because you are new to the organization level. So either manager or process experts or L3 team or subject matter experts, SME. SME means subject matter experts. These people will raise the ticket. You don't need to worry about this one. And after that, manager we has to approve. Manager has to approve the ticket. So sometimes client also, if you are working for client, then a client also has to approve. So if you are working, for example, you are part of Wipro company, you are working for the SBI bank. In this scenario, so not only your manager, first you have to approve your manager, and after that client also has to approve, SBI bank has to approve. So that's why it will take a lot of delay. There are a lot of approvals will be there. So if you are working for the customer or projects or clients, in that scenario, customer side also, client also has to approve the ticket. And for that one, you have to raise the NDA agreements to the clients. You have to do a lot of courses as well. Some of the customers are very critical. GDPR compliances, we have to, I will not disclose any GDPR complaints to the public. PI data, it's very critical. Yesterday I told you, right? So example, maybe you're working for French bank or German bank or Italy bank or Dutch bank. In this scenario, so a lot of customer has a PI data. If that logs contains any confidential data or sensitive data, because you are supporting for that particular customer, so customer or client, they will make sure that, so they will take a sign with you or the agreement with you. I should not dispose, or I should not exfiltrate any data, or I will not leak any data to the public. So that is also they will take. That's what will take a lot of time to get the tool access. Next one is after client approval, finally, so whoever has the access to tool, they will provide access. So based on role. So based on role, whether you are a part of L1 or L2 or L3, role-based access control RBAC. So whether you're a part of L1 or L2 or L3 or manager or subject matter expert or maybe fine-tuning guy or troubleshooting guy, according to that one, they will implement this particular role. They will define role-based access control. Most of the cases, L1 team normally they will give read-only access. I will show you practically. So example, you joined in a Wipro company. I am already SOC manager. I will take the approval, and I will take, after taking the approval, I will add here your name. Example, first name may be Suresh. So last name may be M. Email address, example, suresh.m@wipro.com. So next one, user role, you can see here, user, super admin, help desk, read only. So these are the 5 types of roles are there under, okay. So Sophos EDR-tool, it's entire question, guys. What are the different types of role-based access control are available in the Sophos EDR-tool? One is user, one is super admin, one is help desk, one is read only. So roles in Sophos EDR-tool. In such a way, every tab you have to go and you have to play with, then only you will get the confidence. So understood, right? You have to play. Play is nothing but practice. Practice, 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 practice. Then only you can remember all this. Theoretical plus practical. If you are doing everything perfectly, then you are confident on yourself. Then easily you can crack the interview. There is no need to depending on other people. Okay. So roles in EDR tool, one is user, one is admin, one is super admin, one is help desk, one is read only. So these are all the 5 roles. So user, super admin, admin, help desk, read only. So example, read only. So if I want to create this guy, example, Suresh M, I can create a group also. Group, all L1 is belongs to one group. All L2 is belongs to one group. All the L3 is belongs to one group. All managers belongs to one group. So I will assign example, the Suresh is belongs to M. Suresh M is belongs to L1 group. Then I will put under a part of L1 group. Then finally I will save it. Save. Now Suresh is M. Now automatically Suresh M will receive one of the email. Because I mentioned already wipro.com, right? Now Suresh will receive one of the email. Okay, then he has to activate that particular link. Then finally he will enter into the Sophos Central. Then he will get the access. So this is the way how to get the tool access. What is the process? Now you are aware of, right? So if you want to create group also, we can create. Example, add a group. So group name is example L1 team. L1 team. So example, I will put Suresh under the L1 team. Save. Now L1 team. So under Suresh, and I will add one more group. Example, manager. For example, my name. Save. So this is called grouping of the people. Grouping of the people. Okay. So that is about role creation. This is not only applicable to, so just a EDR tool. This is common for every tool, guys, not only security tool. This is common for DevOps tool. This is common for server team. This is common for testing tools. It's common for every tool. Based on the roles, they can define the respective read only or admin or super admin. Some of the tools, they has a write also, read and write only. Read means only they can view, but they cannot delete the data. So here also I can provide. User meaning here, he can view and read. Okay, so admin means here, he can do everything. Super admin, he can has more privilege as compared to admin. He can do everything. And he has more privileges or access as compared to admin. Next one is the help desk. So I think they have read and write because they have to create the tickets. Read only means just only they can view or read. That is the different types of levels. Look at this called role based access control, RBAC. Okay. So now coming back to the tool. So this is the way how to create. So devices I will explain tomorrow. Global settings. Global settings, here only we have to integrate with SIM tool. So before going to that one, I forgot to say something, guys. Apologies. So I will give front here. So Sophos EDR. So Sophos EDR, it's a SaaS based tool. SaaS is nothing but software as a service. Software service, it is nothing but cloud. It's one of the tools. In future, we can discuss what is meant software as a service. Software service is meant pay as you go. Nothing but only we can use the application. The licensing is depending on the number of end user points, number of how many endpoints are available. Okay. So example, not only Sophos EDR, CrowdStrike is the same thing. Microsoft Depend also same thing. ESET also same thing. Carbon Block same thing. All these are most of the SaaS based application. including ServiceNow, Office 365, Outlook, Jira. All these are completely SaaS-based application. Okay.
Sir, model number and version.
Yeah, that is what I want to give. That's why I said I forgot something. So next one is a model number. For SaaS-based application, there is no model number. It's not applicable. Okay. So if it's a hardware model, like a example, maybe Windows 10, Windows 11, Windows 12, or Windows 2012, 2016, 19, 21, all these are server. Those are all model numbers, right? So for SaaS-based application, it is software as a service. There is no model number. Coming to version, Sophos version. So this one is a 10.9.32.4. 10.9.32.4. This is the current version of the Sophos. I will re-verify this one. Give me some time. I will re-verify this one, whether really this one or not. Okay. So for every tool, you should aware of whether it is on-premise or cloud, or what is the model number, what is the firmware version. You should aware of whatever tool you are mentioning in your resume. It's very important, guys. Okay. So coming back here, give me 5 minutes. So next one is a global settings under API token management. Devices I will explain tomorrow. So API token management. Example, if this Sophos EDR-tool, if you want to integrate to SIM tool, as I said, SIM tool log collection. Log collection means integrating to SIM tool. Example, we have to do add token, and token name you can write example SIM tool integration. API means application programming interface, full form. It's one of the method, calling of API calls. So now you can take this particular URL link, and also next one is this URL link, API access URL link, and also API access URL. These two, header information and also this key you can take. This basically key. So this one and also this one you can copy. Now you can take these two and go to now respect to SIM tool. That may be Splunk or IBM QRadar or Exabeam or ELK or McAfee or RSA. Take these two and go to the SIM tool and select EDR tool, select Sophos and enter this API access URL link and also these two. Then automatically using pull method, this is called pull method. There are two types we have for log collection. One is a push method, one is a pull method. Now we are going to SIM tool and we are pulling the logs from the EDR tool. But if you are configuring something here and you are integrating to SIM tool, that is called push. So pushing the Sophos team to the SIM tool. Example, firewall will use a push method. Collector agent. So that don't confuse now. You can remember pull method as of now. So API token management method. How can we integrate Sophos EDR logs to the SIM tool? API token management method. Okay. So 1 second, we can discuss tomorrow this one. Don't worry. So coming back here. So as I said yesterday, so we have to download the agent. Who will provide the agent? I said. Who will provide the agent? Vendor. So where we have to download the agent? As I said yesterday, either we can download from the support portal or maybe directly from tool we can download. So this is nothing but agent, endpoint protection, download computer Windows installer. This is related to Windows EDR. This is related to Mac OS, Apple. Okay, Apple MacBooks. So where is Linux now? Linux, Mac, Linux systems we don't have. Only servers we have Linux. Only servers we have Linux, and the server protection we have Linux. So you can see server protection and also protected devices. So now you can go and you can see here Linux in server installer. Now it's clear, right? Where to download? Now we have to go to the Sophos setup for Windows. This is for MacBook, and we have to go and we have to install each and every machine. So example 5,000 machines are there, we have to install in 5,000 machines. So manual installation will take longer time. To eliminate the time consumption, which method we have to use?
SCCM.
Cloud CCM.
SCCM method. That's perfect. That's correct. So SCCM method we have to use. We have to take one more server. So these software whatever we purchased. So you have to configure multiple IP. First of all, we have to identify the IP address, and we have to push this particular file to multiple systems at a time. Then automatically it will install that particular file in the respective systems or servers and so on. In case some of the systems it is not installing, in that scenario we have to go and we have to troubleshoot. All these things are called implementation. Whatever right now I am showing, this is implementation. So we did not start yet. So under alerts only, everything is complete investigation. All these are implementations. Okay, now go back. So protect devices and account health checkup. So account health checkup meaning here, all the, as I said, first thing is that one only. So whether all the systems are in the active status, inactive status, or whether it is sleeping status or maybe unknown status. Okay, now where is policies, guys? Policies I told you, right? So we can discuss once again all these from devices. We can discuss tomorrow. Don't worry. Just I'm giving the introduction. At least you can go and you can see tomorrow morning. So now go to endpoint protection, and you can see policies. These policies are very, 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 very important. If you are enabling these policies, then only antivirus server or EDR server or tool, it will detect and it will block or it will prevent. I told you, right? Threat protection, peripheral control, nothing but external devices like USB. Peripheral meaning like external. Whatever devices we are connecting to our computer or laptop, that is called peripheral. Neighbor devices. Peripheral nothing but neighbor device. Not even neighbor devices. Whatever external or remote devices you are connecting, that is called peripheral. Okay, so I said removal devices policy. Next one is a application control policy, whitelisting of the website and blocklisting, and a data loss or a data leak prevention, DLP, basic DLP it will do. And next one is web control, nothing but once a blocking of the websites and so on, and update management. So it is dedicatedly updating of antivirus or malware patch updates. Automatic it will do. And base policy, Windows firewall, even Windows firewall. One thing is missing, file integrity monitoring. Where is file integrity monitoring? Yes, it has, but unfortunately that is additional licensing. It is not showing, but it will show file integrity monitoring also. So threat protection, it's a combination of HADS, HAPS, antivirus and anti-malware. Now you can go and you can click on this one. So now you can see settings, you can go. Now you can go and analyze everything. So live protection. So use live protection to check the latest threat information from Sophos Labs online. So nothing but it's a integration with the signature updates. So daily whatever updates we are getting. So like a signatures that regularly, as I said, a lot of attacks are coming immediately. Respect to vendor or tool, they will create one signature or ID, and that ID it has to update daily. Okay. Next one is a deep learning, real-time scanning, remediation, runtime protection. So here you can see protect from remotely run ransomware. Runtime protection meaning here one of the employees downloaded one of the file. That file is this as per cyber culture process. It is installing, it is a downloading. Sorry, first it is downloading. Next one is it is installing. Then next one is the exploitation. Runtime means that one only, installing and exploitation. So protect from remotely run ransomware. Attacker, remote means remote control. As per cyber culture, remote control. Attacker will run remotely that ransomware attack, and it will encrypt one file or couple of files. So theoretical and practical now we can compare. So protect from encrypting file systems to attacks. That is called ransomware attack, right? So ransomware protection. It's one of the dangerous attack. That time itself I told you. Protect from the master voter record ransomware. So someone is asked in the class also, right? What is meant by master voter records and dump analysis? Example, rootkit attack. Rootkit attack. And also one more attack, I think privilege escalation. Yeah. These two types of attack, we have to take care of the master voter record. Attacker will encrypt even master voter records also. Master voter attack exploitation also. That type of things also it is protecting. Protect for critical functions when the web browsing. Nothing but something you are downloading the files from the websites. Drive-by downloads. Or malicious websites you are trying to access. Safe browsing is nothing, malicious download, and also malicious websites your employees are trying to access. So mitigate exploits in the vulnerable applications. Example, web browsers, drive-by downloads or safe browsing, web browser plugins, Java applications, media applications, Office applications. Protect all these. Protect processes. So example, DLL file is one of the file name I told you already. PDF file or maybe .excel, .doc. If that file contains any processes or any script control, it will do that particular attack mitigation as well. Okay. Next one, dynamic shell code, heuristic approach. Dynamic shell code, script control related. It will block that one also. You can see there are a lot of other things as well. Detect malicious behavior. Detect malicious behavior, artificial intelligence and machine learning. Malicious behavior pattern method. Okay. So in such a way, you have to go to the each and everything and you have to understand. So even SSL, DLS, decryption of HTTPS websites, something on the HTTPS side, it is a downloading we have to prevent. Device isolation. So if you are enabling this one, so we can do network isolation also, that particular device. So scheduling the scanning. So antivirus, as I said, something is compromised, we have to rerun the scans. So daily base, there is no need to do manual analysis. If 1 lakh servers are there or 1 lakh systems are there, will you rerun the scans for all those servers at a time? It's very difficult for us. So daily at midnight, maybe 12 o'clock, because every time we'll sleep that time. So AM. So daily basis. So save this particular. Enable deep scanning. It's like a midnight, right? So next one, exclusions. Example, if something you want to exclude. So this one also I told you. One of the application developer, they are trying to download some of the files. It's a business files. Business files. And unfortunately, our Sophos EDR-tool or antivirus tool is showing something, it's a illegitimate, but it's a legitimate, but it's showing as illegitimate. Example, one of the GitHub program, the developer, one of the GitHub code is downloaded by Java developer because he doesn't know how to develop the code. He is copying something from the GitHub. Okay. In this scenario, that file has any malware, so it is showing as antivirus tool, it will block it automatically because antivirus agent, whatever it is installed on the Java end user machine, it will communicate to the antivirus tool, in this scenario Sophos tool, then it will block. Now we have to go on to now, okay, that guy is given the complaint, this is a genuine file, your tool is giving the false positive, but we need this file for business purpose. Now we have to go and we have to take that file and we have to check in the sandboxing environment or testing environment or virustotal.com, and we have to analyze whether that file has any malware infection is there or not. In case that file has GitHub file has doesn't have any malware infection, we have to click on view global exclusions and we have to exclude that particular file and path, name of the file as well as path of the file. That is called global exclusions. Global meaning not only your company, it is applicable to even other customers also. Once you are giving global exclusions. That will help to other customers also who are using Sophos EDR. That is meant by global exclusion. And you can, if you want, you can go and you can see. So basically, once we are purchasing the licensed one, we can see the excluded files also, global exclusions. So next one is a desktop messaging. If something you want to get any messages, you have to give your complete the email address. What messages you want to see. Okay. So in such a way, you can go, we can discuss once again, don't worry tomorrow. Please go and read all these policies. These policies are very, 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 very important. According to these policies only, so our tool will work. And backend detection methods are signature based, behavioral pattern, heuristic approach, baseline method, hash value methods. Okay. So example, peripheral control. So now you can see peripheral control means, as I said, external devices. So external devices like a Bluetooth. Example, your machine is connected to any Bluetooth device. Secure removable storage, floppy drive. So I said only pen drive, memory stick, or hard disk. But you can see how many, so many are there. Removable device. All these are called removable devices. Wireless, removable storage, optical drive, modem, infrared, floppy drive, secure removable storage, nothing but pen drive or hard disk. So there are so many. So if someone is copying in that file has anything is available, then if you want, you can change block. Okay, that's called peripheral controls. So in this similar way, please go and visit all these policies. Tomorrow we will continue. So please practice. Each and everything is very important. So that's why these are all the things you should know, each and everything in your mind. But nobody will ask in depth wise. If you are going for dedicatedly implementation, this much in depth analysis is required. So right now, whatever completely I'm explaining, it's a more than support. It's a complete implementations. Okay. But if you want to dedicate it to the L1, L2, L3, in that scenario, directly only alerts investigation. That's all. Only alerts investigation. That is L1, L2, L3 operations. But better you should aware of everything. So please go and play with all these tabs. So once this one is completed, I will show practically in my organization. Example devices I will show practically. Okay, because I will show some online and offline, how we can differentiate what you mean by health checkup and so on. Okay, so that's all. Sorry for taking longer time. That's all for today, guys. Do you have any questions? Any questions?
If Sophos going in sleeping mode or inactive mode, what we have to do, sir?
So in that scenario, so if you have the server access, then you can go and you can troubleshoot. Normally, you should not have the server access. So then, first of all, we have to do the whether server maybe unknown status is there. We have to uninstall and we have to reinstall once again. Most of the case, you will not have the server access. Then we have to coordinate with respect to server team. So if it is a inactive or sleeping, then we have to wake up the agent. Wake up the agent option is available. You have to click on the wake up the agent and it will try to troubleshoot automatically. It will become from sleeping and inactive to the active state. That's what we have to do. Any other? Okay, please go and please play and practice this tool. Tomorrow we'll continue. Thank you so much, guys. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.